Hello everyone, I'm Jyotsana Gupta, Chief Editor of Wire19. Today we are at Digital Utilities India Summit and we have with us Mr. P.K. Agarwal, Senior Technical Advisor, former Director and CISO, POSOCO. Sir, please share your views on digitalization of power sector in India.
Basically, if we see that power sector is transforming in very big way. First is the renewable energy. So we are going for more renewable generations. It is from centralized to decentralized generation. Then distributed energy, which is still more granules. Granularity is increasing. So managing this all this granularity and integrating all the energy which is variable and intermittent into the grid, we require automation. And then not only automation, is hyper automation. So automation, hyper automation means digitization. Automation was already there since the last 20 years. I have seen that there is no less automation, but now it is hyper automation. So I can see that automation of automated things. So at high level automation, so that digital utility is required. Digitalization is required to manage all these different type of things. This is from the grid perspective. If you see the from a distribution perspective, their interaction with consumers are increasing. Previously, it used to be a single type. You are just supplying the power and consumer is taking and they are not demanding anything. Now the consumer has started demanding. They want, yeah, they want to know that how much they are consuming and what is the cost of power. Because cost of power at peak time, when there is less power in the grid, is very high. But cost of power at off peak time is low. So they want to see, they want to do the savings by shifting their non-essential tasks to the low rate of low cost of power time. So again, this is again, so consumer has become interactive. So again, this require digitalization, and then availability of metadata, availability of operational data. It is very essential, and to extract the wealth of information from these data, we require digitization. So these are the many things we require digitization, and it's happening everywhere, not only in India, everywhere. I have seen many countries, though they are much behind of Indian power system, but even they are going for digitization.
I was listening to your session just now
Yeah.
and you mentioned the line about the difference between digitization and digitalization.
Yes.
A very important definition, I think, a difference
Yes.
everyone in the IT industry should know. So, would you like to elaborate on that here for our viewers?
Actually, when I started this digitalization, I also was very confused on this, and I saw in many places I saw that banner on the big company. I saw that digitization works, which was meant for digitalization. So there is a big difference between digitization and digitalization. Digitization means making, yeah, converting your documents or records. So records may be not a non-document. It may be entry from this to a to the computer records. So if you are only converting your records to the computer system, it is digitization, because you have everything in a computer and you can manage that records in a computer. So basically it is converting records and managing them. That. But if we go for digitalization, then it is not only that records, it is on the whole process. Whole process means sensing and responding. So you are putting many sensor. It may be IoT, it may be a proprietary sensor, and then responding based upon that. A very simple things, if you see this sensing of rooftop solar and consumer, generally rooftop solar are installed by consumers. If if you are sensing that rooftop solars, how much it is producing, then you can change your consumption. If it's producing less, you can change your consumption, and if you're producing more, you can increase your consumption. But whatever the non-essential things, so that is digitalization. So digitalization means sensing and responding to that, and it involves whole process. And digitalization is only records and everything putting in computer and then managing that records.
What are some key government initiatives for digitalization of the utility sector? Please shed some light on it.
The digital India, the digital India, I think it was the very key initiations. It has 9 pillars, and each pillar are essential for digitalization of utilities, like like a payment, electronic payment. And I remember that previously the vendor has to come to the office and then receive the check, and then check was taking so much time. Now vendor is not required to come to the office, so they have all the digital payments. Other things are availability of internet for all, because internet is the last mile connectivity for the users. All users cannot have the dedicated fiber optic or dedicated communication, so internet is the thing. And then, so availability of internet, then mobility, everything, every I now I am very much astonished that every computer, everything is available in your mobile. You don't require even laptop and uh, iPad if you don't want to enter anything. Only you require for entering, for the data entry. So these are the some initiative which is the pillars of digital India. And other than, if you see that other initiative like open data, I told in that my open data is there, and this data sharing is there, but we are not utilizing that much. It should be utilized more.
You mentioned about IoT in one of the answers that
Yeah.
you just said. So, what are some latest advanced technologies you think are very crucial for the power sector to be advanced or
It
digitally
yeah, it was IoT before. Now it's IIoT, Internet of Things, Internet of so many things are coming. But basically, it is that it is a standalone device which is getting all the sensing, and it doesn't require a dedicated communication. Internet can be used, so it can be put anywhere. Like if you put some IoT device in your meter, and then meter can sense which equipment or which device, which appliance is using more power. So you have IoT in your refrigerator, so then refrigerator can respond to your consumption. If cost is high, then it will reduce its consumption. This type of many innovations. So if we go on this, then it will take full day. How, what are the innovations are there?
So we are moving towards a smart future, not just a smart cities.
Yes, smart city. Everything will be smart. Even my smart, even my thinking will be smart.
And so one last question
Yeah.
before we wind this session up. How is your experience with this Digital Utilities India? What are your key takeaways?
This type of initiative are very important, because when you have many persons with different walks of life, different and companies, different areas, then you know that what is happening in everywhere. Yes, suppose now Mr. Manu Srivastav has talked about the sharing of data, which I was also talking, which is very important. And without that data, it is like casino. So that is a very important thing. So digitalization or digital utilities, this type of summit is very required, so that people becomes aware that what are the things they have and what are the things they should do.